Hello and welcome to OzToyReviews. Now it's your good buddy Oz here today, and we are doing something very different, which is we're reviewing a chaotic cooperative real-time card game. So it's a card game, kind of a board game because there are boards involved, but maybe because there's more cards than boards, they're calling it a card game. Who knows? But if you're not a regular viewer to this channel, I'm saying it's very different because usually we review toys. This is my first time reviewing anything like this. But I did buy it for my family, and it just felt like a waste to not review it with you and kind of go through it with you. The first time I open it, you guys can be there along with me, and we can kind of work it out together. Like toys, I usually open them up for the first time with you guys, and that way I'm as clueless as you. So that's what we're doing again now. So enough ramble, so let's check it out a little bit closer. So it's, like I said, the chaotic cooperative real-time card game. Real-time is what kind of made me interested, because board games can be a little bit boring. Whereas this one, apparently you all kind of go at once, and it's chaotic, like it says, where I think from what I understand, it's spin it around. Bosses, you have to fight bosses, and you have to do it by getting cards with all their different kind of symbols on them, like matching those bosses, or like little monsters. I think we'll check it out soon. But you all go at the same time, so like you all have your own hero, you all get your own cards, and you all kind of battle it at the same time instead of taking turns. So that's what I think it means by real time. But let's check out the back of the box. So like I said, you pick your hero, you battle it out, you beat the boss. It's meant to be very quick, which is why it's called a 5-minute dungeon. And you don't know who that fella is, you don't know what that's going on there. Has 250 cards, 5 double-sided heroes, so 10 heroes in total. Mats, don't know what that means. 5 boss mats. Instructions, contents, I know it's the same thing. And there's an app you use, which I've got on my phone already, ready to go. And it kind of does a timer, and it has kind of cool, creepy voices you can use just to kind of increase the atmosphere while you play it. Now, let's see. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All my manhandling has kind of moved everything about. What is going on? Let's quickly straighten things up. Okay, I think it looked like that before. What am I doing? The laws of gravity still apply. How did I think that would go differently? But just put it there. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier to see what is inside. So the instructions, I think, were there to begin with. And what I'll do is very soon I'll pause and kind of learn how the game works properly. And then here's some of the cards. So this looks like the bad guys you can get in the cards. So we got Baby Barbarian. Boss number 2. Okay, they go in order. So boss number 1 is Baby Barbarian. And then we got the Grime Reaper. He looks cool. And just for a little bit of context, I think this is what you need to kill him. So you need those cards to kill him, I think. We'll find out better soon. But this is Zola, the Gorgon, number 3. Getting harder. Now it's a freaking dragon. Boss number 4. Boss number 5 is the Dungeon Master. Nothing on the other side, just black cards. Okay, and here, this looks like the good guys. So we got Barbarian. Now, see, double-sided. Barbarian and then a Gladiator on the other side. I should put these over here. And let's check it out. So Thief. So there's a draw area for a draw pile. So cards you pick up. Discard pile over there. Leave them face up for some reason. And this guy seems to have a special ability of drawing 3 cards. Discard 3 cards to draw 5 cards. Okay, that's kind of cool. Don't know how that helps, but we'll find out soon. Now here we have a ninja. She can defeat an obstacle by discarding 3 cards. Okay, I'm starting to see a trend here. So you discard 3 cards and then you use whatever power they have, which is cool. So we got a wizard, some sorceress. Let's speed it up a bit. We got Valkyrie, Paladin, looking cool. Huntress, let's check out her power. So you discard 3 cards and then you choose another player to draw 4 cards. Okay, so someone else who's playing with you suddenly gets a bunch more cards to use against whatever you're fighting with. This guy's got Ranger, so this just defeats a person just straight up. So I don't know what kind of persons we're fighting, but we'll find out soon. Now this is all the cards. Now this looks like the little mini bosses we fight. These look like the resource cards. I I have my extremely blunt scissors. Let's try getting this off. Okay, there we go. So there is one. That took forever, but we got one lot of plastic off. So this has some sword kind of resources. I'm calling them resources for now. Some sort of scrolls, shields, arrows, jumping dude, whatever that is. Oh, some special things. Divine shield, pause time, heals a guy. This is kind of getting more complicated than I thought. Health potion, holy hand grenade, and smite. The reason I'm worried about it getting complicated is that my boys are 5, so I don't want it to be too complicated that they can't play it. So I'm assuming, here we go, I got a faster way of opening these now. I'm assuming that this is going to be more of the same, even though they got red on them, on the backs of them. Yep, more of the same by the looks of it. Okay. What's that? Mighty leap. Huh, weird. Okay, anyway. Now let's check out the, I won't open all of those with you. So what I'll do very next, after going through this last pack, is I'll read the instructions and we can do like a test run of the game, just to kind of get a feel for what the game itself looks like when it's being played. So this looks like different little guys. So we've got monsters like a goblin and boots like a zombie. An obstacle, invisible wall, a bunch of stairs, straight up ghost, arm dealer, not arms dealer, he's dealing with arms. It's kind of cool, bottomless pit, slime. Okay, these are cool. I like them, and I love how colorful the cards are. What's that? Wall of eyes, quicksand. Okay, you guys get the gist. Whoa! A tall person, nice. Okay, so what I'll do now is, just to kind of make all this make sense, I'm going to read the instructions and then we'll do a test run. So let's have at it.
Many months later.
Okay, now I have read the instructions and I have done a few test runs of this game with a friend of mine, because reading the instructions I didn't quite have a proper understanding, so I had a friend over and we played about 4 or 5 games of this, and I think I have a very good understanding of it now. So I've set it up. So we've got the Huntress as one person and the Barbarian as another player, so there'll be 2 people. We're gonna pretend there's 2 people playing, but you can have up to 4, I think 4 or 5 people. 5 would still work. It doesn't really say, but I know definitely 4. And you have, so you get to choose your own characters, like I mentioned before. There's lots of different characters to choose from, and the reason this Huntress has green cards is because she's a green character. So I just grabbed the green power from this deck and then put it on the draw card, and then Barbarian gets the red cards because he's kind of like a red character. And also each character has special abilities. So this person has animal companion, so you discard 3 cards and then the other person has to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they get to use these 4 cards to fight whatever is needed. So you're kind of giving your friend a boost by getting rid of 3 cards yourself. And that doesn't sound so bad. It's like, kind of, why am I throwing away 3 cards? But you may have been holding on to those 3 cards to save them up for, I don't know, the next monster, or they could have been really cool cards like wild cards or holy hand grenades, what destroys monsters straight away. So you might have had 3 precious cards, but you got stuck on a particular door, so you're basically sacrificing what you have so that there's a chance that your friend will draw a card and that will be what you need. So that's kind of how hers works. Now this guy, he will have, so I kind of jumped the gun a bit here, but you have to have 5, for playing with 2 people, you have to have 5 cards in your hand at all time. So if you get to a point, let's do a test run, where, say this, okay, say we're fighting lots and lots of zombies, and say the 2 players don't have enough cards. Well, I kind of do, because we need 3 swords to fight that monster. And spin that around. Oh, you can't even see that. Okay, hold on. So say this is their deck, and I hope this is exciting for you. I have no idea if learning games is that exciting. But if you want to buy this game or you're interested, then it'll be good to know, or have someone teach you. So say if you didn't have that card, okay, ignore that sword card there, and we've only got 2 swords. Oh no, what will we do? We got to get another sword. So we're kind of stuck. So this person could use their ability, get rid of 3 cards and give me 4 cards and hope another one is a sword. So wait, I'll play these 2 swords. So all it needs is to have a sword picture there. So play those 2 swords, but we still need 1 more sword to beat this guy. So we could just use his special ability. So instead of using those sword cards, we could have just discarded 3 cards into the discard pile, and poof, they're already dead, and straight through into the next room. And then we're gonna fight that monster and keep going like that. And then instantly, it's such a there's so many rules, I'm kind of skipping some as I go, but you always have to have, for 2 players, you always have to have 5 cards in your hand. If there's like 3 players, I think it's 4 cards. But so as soon as, like, this game is, it's not waiting, everyone's just moving all at the same time, and you've got to go really, really fast. So like as soon as you use cards up, you quickly grab more so that you've always got 5 in your hand. And yeah, you've got to go fast. If you're like dropping cards and fumbling them because you're going too fast, then do better. You got to practice and get really fast at doing, just managing the cards and recognizing what you got. So straight, I can see the enlarged card. So you choose 2 players. So you use that up. You choose 2 players, and then they get 3 cards each. So you've got to just go really fast, and you're just constantly drawing more cards, and they're constantly drawing more cards, and you're kind of like shouting at each other what to do or kind of what strategies you got. So I can see there that monster just needs an arrow and a sword, so I'll chuck that there. Straight through to the next door. Now this one, and while we're reading that, we're kind of drawing 2 more cards. And this one needs an arrow, a shield, and a running man. We don't have that, but what's this? This is Mighty Leap, so defeat an obstacle. This is a mini boss, so that won't help, so I'll have to, one other thing, one huge thing, what I haven't told you about, is there is a timer. So I need to kind of slow down because I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but there's a timer too. So when you start each dungeon, like getting to the baby barbarian in this case, you have to, there's an app on your phone. I'm using my phone to film, so I can't show you, but there's an app on your phone, and that will time down to 5 minutes, down to 0 minutes. So as you're kind of doing all this, it tells you, you've got 4 minutes left, or you've got 2 minutes left, or last 30 seconds, go fast. And it kind of adds lots of suspension, lots of gets you kind of panicking a little bit, and the music is kind of atmospheric in the app, so I definitely suggest using the app and not just a stopwatch. But yeah, that's what makes me lose, at least most of the time. You can lose by not killing the boss or getting through the dungeon in the 5 minutes that the app will give you, or you just get totally stuck where you can't go any further. Or there's another one, you run out of cards. So if both players just run out of cards from their deck, then that's another way of losing as well. But yeah, it's an amazing game. Me and my friend played 4 games last night, and only on the 4th game were we good enough to beat this boss, because we just weren't fast enough. We kept on running out of time. But every time we were playing it, we're getting faster and faster. Then in the end, I don't know what happened. We just suddenly got really good, and we beat this dungeon with like 1:30 left, which was like amazing, since we haven't been able to do it leading up to that. So it takes a lot of practice, and it's not that the rules are complicated. It's just you have to get really fast at it and really good at recognizing what cards you have, and really good at strategizing with each other. Like there was times, like as soon as I noticed that we were stumped, I would call out to my friend to like use their special ability, and then that would instantly pick up 4 cards, and it would all happen really quickly without kind of stopping. Same thing, if there was a monster and we thought that it was going to be hard in any way, they would just tell me, or else I would guess, just to quickly discard 3 cards to the pile here, use my ability, and then that would get rid of that monster, instead of us kind of fumbling and wasting time trying to kill them using our cards. So it's really weird. So every different character you have would make the way you play it very different. So it's really cool. I don't know if I got to explain this well enough. It's kind of hard because there's lots of rules. But one thing I did forget to mention is every boss has a different number of cards you need, or each card is like a door. So imagine you're going through a dungeon, and every door, which is like these cards, has a room, and every room has a different kind of obstacle to overcome. So this one is an obstacle. The next one might be, another obstacle. There might be monsters, there we go, or mini bosses, another monster there. So yeah, you've got to go really fast to get through all these doors, like through the dungeon, and then at the end there'll be the boss. And then once you kill that boss, then you go into a slightly harder boss, and then a harder boss, and then a harder boss, like that. So hopefully that summary, very quick, very rushed explanation of how the game works at least gives you a base understanding of how to play so that you can at least have the courage to then go try it out yourself, and or if you see a friend playing it, you're now not going to be afraid to play it yourself because you kind of have some understanding of how the game works. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed this very crazy, very different video, then let me know by clicking the thumbs up like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and until next time guys, have a great week, take care of yourself, and I'll catch you next time.